Yes, my name is Ann, and I'm calling from a public opinion research with a brief survey regarding the upcoming elections and issues in your community. First, would you say that things in Moorhead are going in the right direction, or have we gotten off on the wrong track? And are you Republican, DFL, or Democrat, or Independent? And how likely are you to vote in the November election for United States Congress and the state and local offices? Extremely likely, very likely, somewhat likely? And do you approve or disapprove of the job that Delray Williams is doing as mayor? Strongly approve, somewhat disapprove, strongly disapprove? And do you approve or disapprove of the job performance of the Moorhead City Council? And I'm going to read you a list of names, and please tell me whether you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of each. First would be Jonathan Judd, somewhat or very, and Brenda Elmer, and Newsad Brifke, and if the election for the mayor of Moorhead were held today, which of the following candidates would you vote for? Jonathan Judd, Brenda Elmer, or Newsad Brifke? And I'm going to read you some statements about candidates for mayor, and since we don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to tell you about Brenda Elmer, and you would tell me whether it makes you much more likely, somewhat more likely, much less likely, or somewhat less likely to vote for her. Brenda Elmer has lived in Moorhead for over 20 years as a homeowner and a small business owner, and has 3 boys in the Moorhead Public Schools. Much more likely to vote for her, somewhat more likely, much less likely, somewhat less likely. And Brenda Elmer will unite our community, find common ground, and get the work done for the city in a responsible and collaborative manner. And as a 2-term city council, Brenda is an effective leader with proven experience in solving complex problems and making Moorhead a great place to live, raise family, and work and do business. Even though Minnesotans, local elections are supposed to be bipartisan, Brenda Elmer is backed by an organization that supports Republican causes and campaigns throughout Minnesota. And I have 2 further questions about the candidates for mayor. If you were told by someone that Brenda Elmer was a longtime Republican, would you be more or less likely to vote for her? And finally, if you were told that Jonathan Judd was a Democrat, would you be more likely or less likely to vote for him? And now that you've heard some additional information, if the election for the mayor of Moorhead were held today, which of the following candidates would you vote for? Jonathan Judd, Brenda Elmer, or Newsad Brifke? And on political issues, do you consider yourself to be very conservative, somewhat conservative, moderate, somewhat liberal, or very liberal? In your age bracket, 18 to 39, 40 to 54, 55 to 64, 65 to 74, 75 plus. And your race. And this completes our survey. I want to thank you very much for your time, and you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.